Okay, so today was insane. What the hell? We almost ran out of fuel. I'm shaking, I'm stressed. We are going and hitchhiking, I think, to get fuel because we don't think we're gonna make it to the next fuel station. Whoops. We only had 1 bar of fuel left and we were like, we are not going to make it because the nearest town to us, which was the closest petrol station to Milford Sounds, was another hour away from where we were. So we parked in the closest caravan park we could find and then hitchhiked our way to the town, which was an hour away, with a dad and his son, which was amazing. They were so nice for picking us up because no one else did. Another guy told us that he was going to turn around and come back. Never did. Drove off. Left us there in the dust. Thank you, sir. But then eventually, when we did get into the town, an hour away, we filled up a little jerry can and carried it 2 kilometers down the road. And Greta was running door to door trying to get people to drive us to our van. No one would help. It was probably a 50-minute drive. So kind of understandable, but also we're 2 young females. We need help, okay? We stood on the side of the road for ages. Greta literally called the police because we were hoping that they could help. Obviously not the emergency department, but they couldn't. They didn't help at all. So that was really cool. I was trying to get a lift from anyone and people just kept flying on past. Pisses me off. Anyway, then a lady came and picked us up and drove us like 5 minutes around the corner. She lived there and her kids were at home, so she needed to get home, but she dropped us on the main road, which was good because at least then the cars driving past were actually heading in the right direction. But there were no cars. Literally hardly any cars, and every car that there was just drove straight past. No one lives near Milford Sounds. Like there's nothing on that road except for Milford Sounds at the very end, which is like probably 2 hours away from where we were. So it was dead. The only people that go there are going there for the boat tours, like the cruise thingies. So it didn't work. And then I put my thumbs up and guess who it was? The coppers. So this cop pulled up and was like, what are you ladies doing? Like, you should not be here. It's gonna get dark soon. And there's also a fucking storm coming. Sorry, sir. And he was like, oh, I could give you a lift back into town and you can get a place to stay the night there. And I was like, I don't actually want to do that. So, no. And then he made a couple of calls and he found this car. It was like a weird, it was called Trips and something about booking trips or something like that. But I think they had some car, I don't know, they drove us. We did pay them $200, but they drove us to our van, which was really good. So then we got back to our van and then we had a 2-hour drive back home and we got home at 8:30 p.m. and we did in fact wake up at 5:20 this morning. So it's been a long bloody day, but a very interesting one at that. It was not funny at the time, but now looking back on it, it's pretty hilarious.